Good morning. I missed you guys. Feels like it's been forever, but it's just been a couple of days. How are you guys doing? This message is for the sign of Aries. I need to get a new trash can. All right. So, or Aries cross watcher, sorry. My plan last night was to do videos after I cut hair. I had a couple haircuts to do. And I had every intention to do it, and I don't know if anybody else knew this, but I wasn't really aware we were having tornadoes yesterday. Seems like they came out of nowhere. Yeah. So anyway, I didn't record last night because me and my children were hunkered in a closet, but it was just some really crazy weather that came out of nowhere last night. So I wrote some things down. And while I was meditating on your energy last night, I was paying attention to everything that was happening. And Spirit was telling me this is part of the Aries message. Not just the Aries message though, guys. This is going into a couple other ones too. There were other zodiacs popping in my head. So I'm thinking something is or has, it either is coming or has come up. This could be for you, but I don't feel it. Reverse that if you need to. Crosswatcher or Aries. Something's coming up or already has that somebody definitely did not expect. I think it came from you. Something that came from you or will come from you, someone is not prepared for. They may even feel like they need to act quickly on, or maybe they feel like they need to go hide. They need to run and hide. Maybe it feels, it's making an individual feel like they need to kind of, whoa, like shrink into a corner. Or we were in a closet. So when you think about going in a closet, you know, even Eminem sings about cleaning out my closet. You know, when we come out, it's like we were coming out of the closet. So, yeah, you could have some people that are same sex that confess feelings to you, or maybe they were going to or already have, but you've done something or said something or will, and it's going to make them be like, whoa, kind of like shy away, or be like, I need to hide away. Maybe there's like, I don't know. It's almost like a warning, like somebody's, I don't know, you could even have someone, the number one thing I was feeling is you could have someone who isn't really supposed to approach you in a certain way. Maybe they're in a relationship. Maybe they hurt you in some way in the past, and somebody was going to, or has been thinking about it, considering reaching out to you, talking to you, admitting something to you, confessing something, apologizing, stepping towards you in some way. And something has or will happen again that will make them retreat. It will make them hold back from you. It's a way that you react, a way that you respond, a way, it may not even be to them, it's just in general. Okay, so let's write that down. Someone is retreating. It's like backstepping, backpedaling. This could be anything though. This could be like, there's so many examples. Let's say somebody was going to ask you for a drink, but then they hear that you don't drink. You know, so now they're not going to do that. Let's say somebody was going to ask you to a certain restaurant that only has meat, but you're a vegetarian. It could be that simple, or it could be as simple as someone was going to approach you for an affair, and they find out that not only will you not participate in an affair, but you'll blow their cover too, because you're not going to put up with that shit. So now someone's like maybe even offended a little bit, or feels like they're scared. Someone is scared here, or they're trying to act quickly because almost in defense in a way, or protecting themselves because you're not really a safe bet for them, even if it's a good thing that you're not a safe bet. See what I'm saying? There's some sort of terror or fear. Someone's trying not to show it though, right? Because I was trying to stay calm for my kids. I was trying to stay very calm and, you know, get all the animals together, get them in the closet, just not really freak out. And in fact, I really wasn't freaked out. Like, not really. I mean, because those type things you can't really, I mean, I guess you could control the weather, but allegedly, not that the government does that or anything, but, you know, I mean, you can't fully control it, right? It's got a mind of its own. You're kind of like this tornado, Aries, or Aries crosswatcher. You come off as this tornado. You're kind of like walking on eggshells with someone. Nobody really knows what to expect. They don't know what you're going to say. They don't know how you're going to act, how you're going to react. You're not a safe bet for anyone to try to have an affair with, to try to cheat with, to try to sneak around with, because you're going to blow someone's cover. You're going to blow the cover off that bitch, okay? You're going to or you already have scared the living shit out of someone because for a moment they were thinking about it. It's kind of like that. Don't think about it. Don't even fucking think about it. You could be giving this energy like, don't fucking think about it. It's a no, it's a no, it's a no, it's a hell no. It's a, if you try it, you're gonna fucking regret it. You know, it's like a warning from you. You've set out a warning, even if you did it subliminally. You didn't give someone much time. Maybe you felt it. Well, you didn't have to feel it. If you're the tornado itself, it's not about you feeling if you're coming or not. It's about everyone else knowing it, right? It's like somebody got so close to getting destroyed by you, or they're getting too close for comfort or something. And by destroyed, I mean, you're not trying to hurt anyone, but at the same time, weather is weather. Weather does its own thing, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you're just over there spinning and spinning and spinning, and this is your energy at this moment. You're just doing you, but you're also letting people around you know, like, basically, don't bleep with me. Don't beep with me. Okay, beep. don't. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. You can try that with anyone else, but I'm not the one. And what happens? What happens, Aries or Aries crosswatcher, when someone thinks that they can approach you in a certain way, but it's not right, and before they can even reach you, without any warning or without much warning, it's like too close for comfort, right? Like somebody almost did it. Like they're kind of thinking, oh my God, had I approached Aries, like, you know, I could have destroyed my life. And it's like, don't you think it would have destroyed your life anyway because what you were thinking was wrong? It's not about me being a tornado. It's about the fact that your thoughts are why I'm spinning out of control to begin with. It's about the fact that your intentions are why I'm about to destroy the shit. Okay? It's like you knew someone's intentions here, or if this hasn't happened, it's coming. It's like you know someone's intentions. Again, I remind us all that we, as Aries or Aries crosswatcher, whoever's watching this video, highly rules the head. They rule the head. This is what they govern, the body part they govern. So, you know, you're already on top of it. What's on top of the body? The head. You're already on top of things, even if people think that you're not. And you may come out of nowhere. I just watched the movie last night. I can't even think about something about the end of the world. It just came out on Netflix, blah, blah, blah. Not at all surprised. It was basically alluding to the fact that we're in war right now and people just don't see it. They're weakening us from within. And then, I mean, allegedly. And then, you know, the rest will be easy for them to do. Them as in whoever's trying to take over or, you know, like infiltrate. But that's just speculation. Anyway, I was watching the movie and nobody had a warning. You know, nobody had a warning, and everybody was just kind of like doing their thing. There was even alluding to a little bit of possibly infidelity or something, you know, at some point, or the possibility of it. So I just get a huge vibe, like it's just a reoccurring vibe in this message today, Aries, that what happens when you think that you can do something that's not right. You're going to destroy yourself, and then you're going to blame it on everything else, because the people in that movie were destroying each other. They were all just destroying each other, blaming each other. You know what I mean? It's like, don't you dare put me in with whatever energy you're considering putting me in. Don't do it. I've had it happen enough. It's something like that. I don't want to ruin the movie if you haven't seen it. I'm not saying whether it's good or bad, or I liked it or didn't, or the ending was good or bad. But just, if you haven't watched it yet, watch the little girl Rose in that movie on Netflix. It's got Julia Roberts in it. In this message, you kind of take on Rose's energy, where you're like, you know what? I'm gonna just stay away from everyone and go do my own thing, because nobody's hearing me. Nobody's listening to me. I'm very well aware and seeing things that are going on while everybody else is in their own fucking world and trying to bring me into things that I don't want to be brought into. It's like everyone's maybe acting around you like certain things are very important, and you're like, do you see what's going on here? Like, I'm not concerned with, you know, pleasing your sexual energy or involving myself in your toxic natures, or involving myself in your third parties, or whatever you're thinking about bringing towards me, think again, because I will spin the fuck out of control, and then I'll just leave. Just like, I don't want to ruin it, but, click off now if you don't want to hear it and you don't want me to ruin the movie, because I'm going to have to say this, it's part of the message. Just like Rose did in the very end when she dipped, okay? Because she's like, ain't nobody going to save me but myself. I got to go protect myself. Because all these other people are too busy living in la la land. They're all like, no, everything's going to be okay when things return to normal. It's like, what normal? Are y'all okay? What normal? Do y'all not see what's going on? Nobody's paying attention to the animals. Nobody's paying attention to all the signs. But I'm paying attention to them. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, I'm still living in the 3D and everybody's trying to bring me into all this drama and shit. And it's like, why don't you pay attention to who you're with? Don't provoke me. It's almost like, don't provoke me, So basically, your message today, or I don't think is so much for you, the Aries watching or the cross watcher watching, as much as it's for whoever, whether it's one person, a couple different people, whether they know each other or they're all different. People who were considering doing something with you, approaching you, whether it was sexual, whether it was against you, they're like thinking again, because it's almost like they don't have, or they didn't have a clue how much power you hold or how strong you are. You see what I'm saying? How that you're the tornado itself, that you're the war itself. And it's like, but you started me. Just like in the movie last night where he was basically saying, what do you think's gonna happen to America? We've basically pissed a whole lot of people off, a whole lot of other countries off. Not us as people, but the people who run our fucking country, allegedly. We've pissed a lot of people off. So what do you think's gonna fucking happen? We've blamed a lot of other people for the shit we've done. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like maybe someone's going to be like a little bit like, whoa, because they don't have any clue that you're really gonna rip them a fucking new one. If you chose to lose it and unleash and not control yourself, think about it. And I think they are. I think somebody's thinking about it. Because at this point you're like, I don't really give a shit. I don't really care. I don't really care. I think somebody's realizing that you could really wipe them up out of their little comfort bunker. Like they can just come up, terrorize your life, or get something out of you, whatever they're wanting, because they're all wanting different things. Some want to harm you, and then they're like, oh, whoa, wait, maybe it wasn't a good idea. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to try to approach Aries while I'm in a marriage or a relationship. Maybe they won't try to, maybe they'll tell on me, and it's like, maybe you should try someone else. I'm not the one. I'm not the fucking one. And then if you want to think I'm an enemy because of that, think again. Don't bring me into your shit. Or maybe someone's like, I'm going to harm you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Or maybe they have been. Maybe they've been harming you in a lot of ways, trying to harm a lot of things about you. And it's like, now they're kind of thinking, oh no, like they're like squeezing their asshole together because somebody's scared here, and they weren't given much warning, or they won't be given much warning. It's just like, back the fuck off. You've poked the bear enough. You've blamed me enough. Some of you, it's people that have blamed you or slandered you or smeared you. It's like, you've done it enough. Wait until I release all the information I fucking have. It's something like that, right? It's almost like retaliation. Someone's afraid of you retaliating. Because again, click off if you haven't seen the movie yet. Something about the world. I don't remember what it was called. There's a point when a plane is going up and dropping all these basically warnings, like death to America. It's like your warning. It's in a different language. You're like, I don't know if you can understand this, but I'm letting you know right now, whatever illusions y'all are all living in, illusion thinking you can harm me and get away with it, illusion thinking you can fuck me and get away with it, illusion thinking you can fuck me over and get away with it, you're going to fucking pay. Even if we all gotta go down together. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. Because you've had to live in the end of the world. Every day's been like the end of the world. Not for all of you watching, but for a lot of you. It's just been constant, right? And you're like, okay, enough is the fucking enough. Just again, like he said in the movie, enough times that people are blamed for things they haven't done, just as allegedly our country has done to others. Enough times that blah, blah, blah. It's like gonna piss people off until they work together to destroy. Nature is a force, a massive force that is not going to be reckoned with. Okay, and we all feel like we're so powerful and we're this and that and this and that, but when nature takes over, nature shows you who's boss, and you're like, I'm just doing me, leave me alone, just leave me alone. But I feel like somebody here hasn't wanted to leave you alone, or they haven't wanted to stop poking you and fucking with you and starting shit about you and trying to tarnish your fucking name. Or if it's romantic, you know, somebody hasn't stopped trying to use you for things and, you know, keep you on the side, but not really, whatever it is, you know, in and out and in and out, and you're like, okay, you might want to run and hide in the closet now, because we're all going down. And don't blame me when it happens, because you fucking started it. It's just like that. You fucking started it. Some of you feel like that, right? Like, people are going to be highly upset and like almost scared in a way. They're going to be, because they're not going to expect the tower that comes from you. And the tower is just basically, you may lose it. You're going to do something. There's something you're going to do, or you've already done it. And it's going to be a massive warning, but they weren't given much time. I don't know how to put this. I don't know any other way to put this for us, Aries or Aries crosswatcher, except for if you're watching this video, you've either been used a lot, you've been abused a lot, taken advantage a lot, or you've been taunted a lot, smeared a lot, hexed a lot, whatever it is, and you're like, all right, sir, hex a lot. Keep fucking with me. I don't mind being destroyed. I've been destroyed every fucking day. Every day. Every fucking day. I'm just going to do what's natural to me. I'm just going to be my natural tornadic self. And then they're going to still blame you for it. Like, if you're going to get blamed for shit anyway, or you're going to get, like, labeled as shit anyway, it's like you might as well live up to it, right? Hey, you might as well live up to it at this point, you know? But then people get scared. It's like, why are you scared now? Why are you scared and hiding now because of your intentions for me? You've been poking the fucking bear. Now you're mad? Now you're scared? Now you want to run and hide? Now you want to defend? Now you want to worry about your intentions for me? Your motives for me? Why are you worried now? It's a little late. It's a little late to be worried now. It's like, by the time that they announce that, this is an example, I'm not saying it's happening, you know, I'm not saying allegedly, but it's like by the time they declare war, at least for America, allegedly, it's too late. We're already in war, but people don't see it. It's just like that. By the time that you actually explode, which you really truly haven't yet, even if you've already shown a little warning sign here that it's got people like, what the fuck is going on? It's like, you don't even know. You don't even know. I really love the energy for you. The energy for you, or cross watcher, whoever's watching this, it's like, it's almost like when the bully or when the victim fights back, when the victim fights the bully. And I'm not saying whoever's watching this video is completely innocent and you've never done anything in your life. No, but in this message, for whoever this is going to resonate for, you're not trying to mess with anybody. You're just being the weather. You're just doing you. But you've been blamed a lot. You've been targeted a lot. You've been used a lot. People had certain intentions for you, you know, and thought you would just be okay with it and that they could just, you know, especially sexually, you know. But you're like, okay. You're blaming me anyway. I'm going to live up to it. I think your title is going to be, I might as well live up to it since I'm being labeled anyway. Right? I don't know what else to say. I don't even know how, I'm wondering how you're feeling, those of you who are watching this message. I think that if this resonates for you and you are the one that's been targeted by whatever people's intentions were, because I feel like there's definitely different ones, you know? I don't know what to say to you. I feel like the message is good for you. It's just like shaking a Coke bottle up until it fucking explodes. I mean, it's not the Coke bottle's fault. You fucking shook it up. Don't shake the fucking Coke bottle. You know, I feel like the message isn't going to, or the people who will be offended by it or not like it are the people who probably know that they're the ones I'm talking about. who just aren't really aware or aren't willing to accept their role in your reaction. Not really your problem at this point. You've been taking on all the problems, it looks like. You've been taking on all the problems, all the fucking everything, right? And it's like, at this point, I mean, what do you expect? But the people can never take the responsibility in the role that they played. Much like, allegedly, our own country, our own government. It's everybody else. Everybody else did it. Everybody else. And it's like, no, I feel like, of course people want to attack us. Look at who's running this shit, allegedly. Look what they're doing. We don't want to fight any of you. We don't want drama with you. We accept all of you. We're not blaming these people or these countries or anything. It's the people running us, but yet we're the ones dying for it. This will be like if a government, the people turned on their government, and then the government's like, oh, let's kill all of them. Let's freak out. You know, what are we going to do? All the people are turning on us, and it's like, well, why shouldn't we? We're being punished. We're suffering for what you're doing and not taking responsibility for. So, hell yeah. It's almost like, what do you expect? You know, like that would be a good title for this. Like, what the fuck do you expect? That's what I'm going to title it, I think. What the fuck do they expect? If you have been a raging asshole before, which we've all been at different times in our lives, and you received certain backlash from it, I mean, you've been there where you're like, well, damn, what did I expect? I mean, I poked the bear. I deserved it, right? Well, this is where, in this message at least, you're the one who's going to be saying that. Or it's like, what do you expect? Like, I can only handle so much before I'm just going to shamelessly be the tornado that I was created to be. I definitely feel it. I feel the energy rising inside of me. I hope that this message was grounded enough. It kind of feels like it was all over the place. I mean, it wasn't, but it kind of feels like it was. I did have to stop it 2 different times and get up. It's just, it's a little chaotic, which I guess does match the energy that I'm picking up on today. But it's like, I'm still going to post it because it's part of it. But all right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.